time for another bonus thing in the main feed, Mason.
Hello.
I'm still on tour through Europe, having the best time of my life.
The worst time of your life.
No, I'm not
You
dead.
could be having the worst time of your life.
I'm not, and I'm not dead. I'm alive. And this is our podcast. Bonus
You could be dead and having the best time of your
That is
afterlife.
true. Dead and loving it.
That's right. You're going to be weekend at Bernieing around
Whoa.
with Joel and Jackson.
That's right. Whoa. We do a podcast
He
on
doesn't say whoa, he's dead.
No, you're right. He goes.
Yeah.
So we do a bonus podcast at bigsandwich.co where there's a bunch of exclusive stuff that goes there called the Time Crapsule.
It's called James and Maso's Time Crapsule.
That's right, where we pick a year in pop culture and we go through all the relevant things from there and rank it against all the other years.
We make fun of the olden times
That's
what
right.
we do. We say, can you possibly imagine what people thought was entertaining back in like 2017?
Yeah.
What a bunch of stooges.
Yuck, quite frankly.
Yuck. Or like the 30s.
Yeah,
or
we've
whatever.
gone as early as I think 1910. There's a huge back catalogue of it. It's one of my favourite things to record because you just find some real nonsense pockets from history.
Sometimes it's like the most famous thing that happened this year is people looked at a dog.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're like, all right.
Yeah, and that might not even be true. Like, that's the crazy thing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This man claimed he could jump 50 feet in the air. Well, he was lying.
Anyways, as mentioned, huge back catalogue. We do video game Let's Plays. We do movie commentaries. We do a bunch of other bonus stuff and early videos that go up there, including our normal podcast and Caravan of Garbage. If you do want to check it out, you are more than welcome to. You can cancel at any time. But also, if you're not interested, that's fine. You can just enjoy this for free.
That's right.
All
You
right.
can just send us money.
Yeah, send us money too.
We got links to just send us money.
Just send us money.
If you're one of those types,
Yeah, if you just
don't
like
get
it.
anything. Just
Yeah.
send us money.
But also, you don't have to.
No, but you should, though.
Oh, yeah, all right. It's time for a time crapsule. Great theme, Mason, that
Thanks,
you wrote.
man. Yeah.
And sung. That
And
was you.
Now, that was you, and you performed it beautifully.
Thank you.
That's wonderful.
I didn't want to take credit. Because it's so good.
I think you initially. I think this is all a ploy.
Oh, yeah.
I think you were like, oh, I don't want to take credit, knowing that I'd give you credit. You could be like, and you could bask in
Because
the voice.
I know what a nice man you are.
So you would look like a beautiful singer and also humble. Well, you're neither. You're a rat and you're a bad singer. And I've been holding on to that for at least 30 seconds.
That's all right.
I've been stewing on it forever. I'm like, God, one day I'm going to tell this guy's a bad singer and a rat.
But don't you think that's going to make endear people to me more than you?
Yeah,
Because they're like,
maybe.
well, that's poor form, actually, what he said. He may be a rat and a bad singer, but you don't have to tell him.
But I think the audience will be like, no, Meso tells it like it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right. And you're a liar and a rat and a bad singer. Anyway, welcome to James and Meso's Time Crapsule, a podcast where we pick a year in pop culture. And we go, was that a good year for pop culture?
No.
Oh, no.
We always say no.
No, sometimes we say
Sometimes
yes.
it is.
Sometimes it is. Look, a little peek behind the curtain. We'll say it is if it's our formative years for pop culture.
Yep.
We'll always say it's good.
No,
if it's
every
any
now-
time before or after, we'll say no, bad.
Sometimes we hit something.
No, that's true. Sometimes we'll find a rat we'll find a raven that was in a movie or a raven that was in 100 movies, and we'll go, yeah, that's good actually.
Jimmy the Raven.
Yeah, Jimmy the Raven.
Who was a crow.
He was a crow. It's true.
I don't remember what year that's from.
No.
Actually, I can find out. Do you want me to find it?
Yeah, just Google Jimmy the Raven.
No,
we
I
can
can
all
just
do it
do it
together. Wow. Oh, because it's in the spreadsheet.
Yeah. The crow named Jimmy the Raven. 1954.
Wow.
Do you want to hear about Jimmy the Raven?
Go back. One of our best episodes ever, I think.
I completely
One
agree.
can only assume.
I don't know what happened in the rest of it.
No, that's right.
All right, Mason. So what we do normally, you might be aware of this. Tell me if you're not. Stop me if you need me to answer any questions. We're going to talk movies, TV shows.
Okay,
events,
what's a TV show?
TV shows.
Yes.
I'll explain it when we're doing it.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'll start talking. You'll catch up.
Okay, right,
It's like
right.
when you're playing a board game. It's just easier if I just start playing.
Okay, cool,
And then
cool.
you just follow along.
All right, great,
Okay,
great,
but
great.
I'm winning.
Oh,
Events, significant events. That is music, books, comics, toys, video games, deaths, births. Mason.
that's right.
Let's do movies. Top 10.
Okay.
Starting at number 10.
Counting them down.
The movie Hitch.
Oh, Hitch.
Hitch. Was Hitch responsible for something?
What does that mean?
Like dating gurus?
Oh, and the manosphere generally, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. I mean, I know they kind of existed.
Let me tell you this, James.
Yeah.
This is only tangentially related. If we can skip ahead just briefly.
Sure.
So 2005 was responsible for the Will Smith movie Hitch.
Yeah.
And the Will Smith song Switch.
Yeah, that was also from the movie Hitch, though.
That'll do it though.
Yeah,
Does
absolutely.
he say I'm Hitch and I'm doing a switch or whatever?
Yeah, it's the one that goes, eh, eh.
I don't remember that.
Doing the beat now.
No, don't remember it. You are a good
Just
singer
wait.
though.
Am I?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I've been waiting for years to tell you that. But you're a good singer.
That feels great. Thank you. At number 9 was Batman Begins.
Whoa.
I feel like that's off the back of like just bad Batman memories.
Yeah, sure.
And then so it comes into number 9, but the next one, of course,
a big time, yeah.
it builds and is huge. Then we've got Charlie and His Chocolate Factory.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't like that movie. Do you like it?
Is that the Depp one?
Yeah, it's the Depp one.
Was there only one of those?
Yeah, it's a Tim Burton one. Because if they did 2, they would have had to do the Great Glass Elevator.
Nobody's ever
It's a nonsense book.
dared.
Yeah, and not like nonsense. It's like, wow, there's so much whimsy in this. It's just like, this is bad.
Sure.
It's a bad book.
Yeah.
It's the rare, like, Roald Dahl, like, unreadable book.
Interesting.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh, yeah, that's being remade as a TV series.
That's right.
And is it any good? We don't know.
We don't know yet.
We'll never know.
It was Donald Glover and Phoebe Waller-Bridge, but I think she left.
Yeah, so it's now Donald Glover and someone else.
Someone else.
Yeah.
What about the movie Madagascar, first one?
I haven't seen it.
Never loved him. Never loved him. Never loved him.
Well, they loved you, so that's
Not
really
interested.
sad.
No, I'm married. Next we've got King Kong.
Oh, Peter Jackson's King Kong.
It's
Okay.
really long. We talked about it on Caravan of Garbage.
That was the tagline. Peter Jackson's King Kong. It's really long.
What about War of the Worlds? How do you feel about that? Steven Spielberg, Tom Cruise. People love the opening. They think it kind of falls apart.
I feel it wasn't really well reviewed at the time. And
Yeah.
I think the critical reevaluation it's pretty good. I mean, it's
agree.
Spielberg, obviously.
I think
It's Tom
also-
Cruise. That's 2 big movie men.
A lot of the stuff in War of the Worlds doesn't lend itself to cinematic, and I'm talking like specifically the third act. So for spoiler alert, if you don't know anything about War of the Worlds, but all the aliens just die of the flu.
They get the flu, yeah.
And that's something it's hard to kind of convey in a dramatic way. And I think what this movie did well is it leans into like one guy and his family.
You can't have a bystander point up at the tripod ships or whatever and go, they're dying of the flu.
Though that does kind of happen at one point. Do you remember? Because Tom Cruise is like, look, the birds. And
Yeah,
he
right.
points because there's birds landing on the tripod ship and then they hit it with a rocket launcher. So Tom Cruise saves the day. So that thing
We
you
put the flu in this rocket launcher.
You said that thing. I think there was just a sick alien at the desk, just like forgot to put the shields on.
Yeah.
Next, we've got the Chronicles of Narnia: The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I'm just not a fan of those in general.
No.
And I remember at the end, the battle was like the polar bears are fighting the tigers, and the bears, the regular bears, are fighting the dolphins because it's just 2 warring factions of animals. And I'm like, what are the good animals?
Polar bears.
Oh, are they though? Because
No, I
the
don't know.
White Queen has the polar
I haven't
bears.
watched it. I don't know. I've watched
Yeah.
it. Well, should we put the backup recorder on?
No, Mason.
No, I think we should.
Why back up when you can snack up?
Oh, that's a great
Did you bring the
point.
snacks?
Yeah, but I ate them though.
Oh, how am I supposed to snack up?
You're not. Your wife texted me. She said he's looking fat. Fat James, she calls you.
What? Does she?
Yeah.
Is that in her
She said-
phone, as in her contacts?
Yeah.
It's not my lovely husband, James.
No,
it
it
says
says Fat James. And she texted me. She was like, Fat James is getting fat. You know how normally I call him Fat James just to crush his self-esteem?
Yeah.
Well, now he is fat.
now. But is this also just to crush my self-esteem?
Probably.
But it's true.
That's all. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we're recording.
Great.
Back up.
What about Revenge of the Sith?
Um,
People say it's the good one. They're like, this is the good one.
and do you say it's the good one?
It's got
It
some
is.
interesting stuff in it.
It's the good one.
It's
of
the one where
3.
2 men scream at each other, and that's why I think people like it.
It's true.
You know, people really get behind that.
Yeah.
The emotion of it.
I love emotion.
I think the best Star Wars prequel is actually the Obi-Wan TV series episode 3.
No, you don't.
I don't even remember which one that was.
I don't even remember how many episodes there were.
That
was there.
5?
That was there and gone in a day, wasn't it?
Certainly was, yeah. I feel like there's a good movie in there, though. I think somebody has edited it down. And
And the cops are at their door as we speak.
good.
The Disney cops.
Yep. And then we've got Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Oh yes.
Biggest movie of the year.
Wow.
And that's only halfway through the saga, I think, at this point.
And that one, much like Revenge of the Sith, is popular because it's got 2 men yelling at each other. This movie is popular because it's got one old man yelling at one young boy.
Absolutely.
In the Goblet of Fire.
And they make him fight a dragon for no reason.
That's true.
We've talked about this before, but what I love about that movie is that Harry Potter's name is mysteriously put in the Goblet of Fire, even though he's like a few years too young to compete in the Triwizard Tournament, which is an event where 3 or 4 different schools from around the wizarding world come and stay at Hogwarts for the entire year to watch 4 students compete in 3 events
That's right.
every 3 to 4 months.
Yep, that's right. Well, they need recovery time because they're going to be fighting dragons and nearly drowning and so forth.
Yeah,
So,
you're right, yeah.
But they need time to factor in everybody's going to do a big kiss and have a romance.
But what
or
if
whatever.
you like?
Cedric Diggory is going to be there.
What if you're on the Quidditch team and you want to play Quidditch? You can't that year.
It's true.
What if your final year at Hogwarts?
Yeah.
Anyway, I love that his name gets in the Goblet of Fire mysteriously.
Yeah.
And they're just like, let's just see how this plays out.
Yeah, why not? Magic, I don't know. I don't know. Any of it works, I'll be honest.
Because at the end, Voldemort kills Twilight. I was going to say Bob Patterson. What's his name? Rob Patterson.
Cedric Diggory.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's a good movie. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're entitled to your opinion.
I am. And here's some other movies that came out this year. Red Eye. Cillian Murphy, Rachel McAdams.
They're on a plane. I remember it. Yep.
A History of Violence.
Oh, yes.
Good movie.
Comic book adaptation.
That's right. Sahara.
Oh, yeah. We like Sahara.
We're the only ones who
We're
like
the only
Sahara.
people who like Sahara. So that's Matthew McConaughey and Steve Zahn and probably a lady also.
Maybe Kate Hudson.
And it's an adaptation of the Clive Cussler novel, which was going to be, and for people who don't know, Clive Cussler, produced an insane number of novels featuring this character.
Penelope Cruz.
Yep. Whose name was Dirk Pitt.
Yes.
And they were presumably going to adapt a bunch of these, but this was a massive flop.
Yeah.
And everybody got sued for it.
Yeah.
So,
They had like no money and whatever. But have you seen it since?
No.
Yeah. Me neither.
No.
We saw it together.
We can do a commentary on it.
We could.
We'll do a commentary on it.
Let's do it.
Not today.
No.
We had another commentary to do.
Another commentary we've got to do. What about the movie Jarhead?
That's Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
That's right. That's a
I
good
never
movie.
saw that one, I don't think.
It's good.
Okay.
It's like war, but
war, but cool.
No, it's war, but it's all the boring stuff.
Oh.
It's war, but nothing happens.
Who directed Jarhead? Let's both Google it. Say the name
I'm going to
together.
Google it first. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Jarhead film
Sam
series.
Mendes.
Oh, Sam Mendes.
Yeah, there's other ones, but I think the other ones don't. They kind of miss the point.
Okay, right. Because he's got an actual jar for a head.
Well, yeah.
It was spun off into the Cuphead franchise.
Yeah, the second one's called Jarhead 2 Field of Fire, and there's like explosions and helicopters. But again, the point of the first movie is just like the absolute waste and just the boredom, and you're just going crazy and like outside a burning oil field for years.
Right. Did you know, James, Sam Mendes in 2013 directed the West End stage musical of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Did I know that?
Did you know that?
No.
Well, do you know it now?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
You didn't tell it in a compelling enough way or like do a rhyme where I would remember it.
Oh, yeah. I should have given you a mnemonic.
Exactly, yeah.
Or I should have quizzed you and then you would have been intrigued.
Exactly.
I should have said, hey, James.
Hey.
Shut up. First of all, shut up.
All right.
And hey, what stage musical did Sam Mendes, director of Jarhead, also direct? But it's a stage musical.
What? And I would say what?
Oh, yeah. Okay. And I'd say, I can't be bothered. Don't even worry about it. Keep doing what you're doing.
I wasn't going to worry about it.
Good. I didn't want you to worry about it.
My favorite thing in an argument, and I used to love this doing this to my brothers growing up, and I still use it every now and then when someone uses it on me, when they're telling you something and they get upset, and then they're like, fine, don't even worry about it. And I'm just like, and I'll just literally just walk away.
Yeah, great.
Just like, I wasn't
worried.
Because I want
you
to
brought this to me, actually.
Because I want you to be like, oh, no, come on, tell me. But it's like, no, that's fine.
That's fine.
I don't need anything.
Nice. I was perfectly happy living my life, and then you showed up with this argument that I didn't want to be a part of, honestly.
What about the movie Waiting?
Oh, with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
I bet I had it. I know I had it on DVD, but I don't know if I ever watched it.
I have watched it.
Yeah.
It was one of my friend's favorite movies.
Oh.
Yeah. What about The Descent? That's a good spooky horror time.
It's a spook of a movie, isn't it?
Check that one out. What about the movie Eon Flux?
Oh, the Charlize Theron movie. Okay.
That's a bad movie.
I don't remember it. Cartoon was phenomenal.
Who's messaging me?
It's not me.
It's right. It was Fidel.
Oh.
It's all good. Hello, Fidel. He works on the Weekly Planet Clips channels, everybody.
It's true.
And among other things.
That's right.
Yeah. What about this movie? Constantine.
Oh.
Or Constantine.
Yeah. Was that reviewed well at the time? I enjoyed it at the time.
At the constant time?
At the constant time, I enjoyed it.
Great question.
I was having a constant good time with that movie.
I reckon I'm going to guess. Let's pick Rotten Tomato scores.
Okay. I'm going to say 64%.
I'm going to say
67%.
I'm going to say 58%.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. But I think that, again, has had a critical reevaluation.
46%.
Whoa.
That's definitely had a critical reevaluation.
Yeah,
That's a good movie.
I wonder if that is because, and look,
I think it's the Keanu Reeves thing. I think a lot of it is that.
It'll be Keanu Reeves thing, and I think it'll be a lot of people going, oh, actually, in the comic books, he's British and he looks like Sting. Why didn't they just get Sting?
Yeah.
Because Sting didn't want to be in it.
Yeah.
I assume.
No, well, also it was 2005. What the fuck was Sting doing in 2005?
Exactly.
Kingdom of Heaven. People love that director's cut with the Landos Bloom. The Island. My favorite part of The Island when Ewan McGregor goes, there is no island.
Yeah,
and it's in the trailer. So when I saw that trailer, I was like, that's the twist.
That is the twist,
There isn't going to be an island.
Because there wouldn't be a twist. There wouldn't be a further twist where at the end they go, no, actually there is an island.
There was an island.
You've been on the run in the real world because you were a clone or whatever. But it turns out there was an island.
And it's nice.
Yeah, you actually turned left instead of right and you went down the wrong tunnel. You went to the real world and we were going to take you to the island. It was going to be great.
I'm pretty sure that bombed.
Here's a drink with an umbrella in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So this bombed. And I think it's really lucky that Michael Bay started making Transformers movies because I think his career would have gone in a completely different direction.
You think this is do you think that the Transformers movies were like a last gasp? Like, I'm doing this because it's a toy. I'm directing a movie about a toy or whatever.
And then he was like, yeah, this seemed, or at least I think for the first one it was probably like, this is cool and I'll do it.
Yeah, right.
But then like that gave him the juice to like keep going and make other things. But if you look at his movies outside of, this is after like the like Con Air, or need to do Con Air. What's that one? The prison. Alcatraz. It's not Alcatraz. You know the one I'm talking about, Mason?
Rock.
The Rock, yeah. Like, they don't do super well, really.
Yeah,
but,
Pain and Gain.
Pain and Gain. Oh, people like that one, I guess. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm assessing this wrongly, Mason.
I mean, statistically speaking, you are wrong.
Yeah, okay, cool. What about Hitchhiker's...
Great singer, though.
Yeah, what?
You're a great singer?
I just said Brian Singer.
You are Brian Singer.
I am not Brian Singer. That's a terrible thing to say to somebody.
You're a rat and you're Brian Singer. But you're a good singer.
Thank you.
You're a Brian Singer.
No, Mason.
That's what I've been meaning this whole time. And you kept agreeing. You were like, I guess I am a good Brian Singer.
No, I didn't say that.
You did say that, as far as I know. We didn't record that bit, but once I've turned the recorder off.
What about Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
People walked out when I went. Were you there also?
I was there with you.
Yeah,
saw it together. Out. Yeah, it's okay.
I think they thought it was going to be like Euro Trip.
Yeah.
Like a sex comedy.
Or Waiting.
Yeah, or Waiting, sure.
Yeah. The Pacifier, Vin Diesel.
Oh.
And Wolf Creek, Australian horror comedy.
Boy, is it ever. Yeah.
It's not a comedy, though, is it?
Some friends of mine put on Wolf Creek the musical many years ago.
Oh, yeah? Any good?
Pretty fun.
All right.
Just like the movie.
Spooky, creepy movie. It's based on a real guy who murdered backpackers in the outback or whatever, if you're interested in seeing that.
No, I don't. No.
And there was a TV show. Charlie Clausen was in it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. He played the wolf.
He did.
And the creek.
And the creek. A lot of range there.
Yeah.
Now, TVs. Oh, what do you want to put down for things?
Movies. Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there. I'd say Batman Begins.
Definitely.
I know it's not The Dark Knight, obviously, but it was the turning point for Batman.
But often you'll find people, they'll go, actually, I think Batman Begins is more pivotal to the Batman saga, that trilogy. Mm-hmm. And it actually was the one that kicked things off. So,
Didn't I just say that? I just said that.
No, listen to me. That's what people say.
Oh.
I'm making fun of you, Mason. I'm making fun of you.
Oh, but I said it, and then you said it in a slightly different voice. You said it in our stupid man voice. Oh.
What about...
Yes. But I was going to say, because prior to that, the last one was Batman and Robin.
Yep.
So we were at super camp, super stupid territory, and it was Nolan's chance to kind of,
It actually might be better than The Dark Knight. It actually might be the strongest of the trilogy. A lot of people don't think that. This is you.
That sounds like me, but I didn't say that. But that was my voice. I don't know where you got the recording.
Well, looking everything else here, Madagascar was...
No, that's bad.
King Kong, no.
I mean, there have been a lot of Madagascars, but...
Madame Gaskers. I mean, if you look at, Revenge of the Sith and Harry Potter...
Yeah.
They were already big.
That's true.
Yep. I think that's it.
Okay, well, Batman Begins then.
Yep.
Great. What a big year for movies.
There's a lot of good movies in there, though. Here's some TV shows that debuted. Criminal Minds.
Oh, that's been going for 1 trillion years. Maybe it's still on.
Maybe it is. It's Always Sunny.
Yeah, that's been good. Okay, that's on the list for sure.
Yeah. What about this? American Dad. That's been going for 1 million years that it's always on.
Yeah.
I could never hate this.
Yeah.
Hate everything about this.
This isn't my Family Guy, you kept saying.
That's right.
When is Stan Smith going to fight a giant chicken, you would say?
That's what I would say. He probably does it. The Adam Carolla Show. You've got all of those on DVD, don't you?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says it how it is.
Yeah, that's very true.
Just a working man.
Just a working man swinging a hammer, and then
How'd you get this TV show? How'd you do it? Here's a big one, I think. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, yeah. The
Animated
series. Okay,
yeah.
right.
What about this? Beauty and the Geek.
Sure.
I'll date him because it's TV, but I wouldn't normally.
That's right.
That's the Beauty and the Geek.
That's right.
Yeah. Who's who? We don't know.
Yeah. I'd date him, but I wouldn't normally. Now off to my job at the nuclear power plant. That's right. I was the geek the whole time. Just have this beautiful voice.
Ben 10?
Okay, sure. Mm-hmm.
Blind Justice.
What is that?
I think he's a blind lawyer, but it's not Daredevil.
It's not Daredevil. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me check that. What do you think of that, though?
Sounds like it's sank without trace, this thing.
Let me check. It's not Without a Trace, the TV series.
Okay.
NYPD detective Jim Dunbar blinded.
I think you'll find his name's Jim Justice.
Jim Justice was blinded in an on-the-job incident, refuses to let his lack of sight end his career, and he goes back to work, despite his disability. Frank Grillo's in it.
Frank Grillo?
Yeah, it's got a 39% on Rotten Tomatoes, if that means anything.
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's bad.
What about this?
Go on.
Bones.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Bones, what are you doing here? The thing we do in the show, whatever that is.
Yeah.
We're watching a car back up.
That's, right.
That's the thing happened. That's the show.
That's the only thing. Yeah.
Should you explain that just quickly?
Oh, no, there's just Bones was one of those shows that was, famous for really, really blatant product placement and sponsorships. And there's a scene, I think they're in a new Volkswagen or something, and there's just a really long extended scene where they show how it can park itself. It's just unbelievable. And everybody's like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Now
is this real? Yeah, it's real.
I mean, they probably faked it on the day, but it is real. I liked Bones a lot when it came out.
I've never seen Bones.
But I mean, it was sort of emblematic of that era, because that was the era when it was like the team up was always straight-laced cop and then like
a weird freak.
Yeah, weird freak. So it was this one, and it
Monk,
was
the Mentalist.
The Mentalist, exactly.
House.
Castle. Yeah.
I think it's Castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Etc. So it was always just like
Numbers.
It was always
Numbers came out this year.
Yeah, it was always the cop and somebody else who was either a loose cannon or like a real
Blind Justice.
Blind Justice with Jim Justice and his cane that would talk. Hey, we should go this way, Jim.
No, not down the sewer drain. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah. And they were huge for it.
The Good Doctor.
It was just every show was this, and then people were like, nah, I don't like it. Don't like it anymore.
I agree. Brittany and Kevin, Chaotic.
Oh, wow.
That was when Britney Spears and Kevin Vanderland.
That's right.
Vanderland.
Yeah.
Were married or whatever.
Kevin Fentanyl. His name's Kevin Fentanyl.
He looks like fentanyl.
Yeah.
The Colbert Report.
Okay, sure.
A lot of people have said, and I think this is true also, that like his move to late night is like, you've really like taken the teeth out of this guy. Just this format alone has like defanged him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, some would say that political satire generally is bad.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah. But it is that thing of like, I remember just seeing monologues when Trump was president.
Yeah, right.
And where he's just like, what's the burger in chief up to? And it's because he just likes McDonald's.
Got him, yeah. And got good stuff, good work. See, I think and if we may, and people are paying for this content, so why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a lot of political satire, especially now, is just like, it's a negative because not only does it not do anything, because politicians have no shame now.
Yeah, exactly.
But it makes people feel like they're it makes us feel like we're contributing by watching the thing, and so we don't do anything else.
Yeah.
So we're just like, that's burned him, hasn't it? It's like, no, because he hasn't seen it and he doesn't care. Whatever this is, whoever we're talking about.
Exactly. It's like Disney allowing like Andor to come through, and it's wow, this feels very like anti-authoritarian. But it's like, it's a great show, but it comes from Disney. So it's it makes you think. Makes you think about not doing anything.
Up right.
Because I'm tired.
Oh, my God.
It's a lot, isn't it?
Oh, I had to get up so early for this. I had to get up at like 8:30.
Did you?
Oh.
What are you up that early for?
Oh.
What about this one? Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, yeah.
And also So You Think You Can Dance also started. So You Think You Can Dance sounds more like a threat. So You Think You Can Dance?
We're wrong. I've got this bat.
Can I practice? Sure. Deal or No Deal? Terrible show.
That's just a pick a case show.
It's pick a case. Is it in the case? No. Oh, well. My favourite part of Deal or No Deal is Andrew O'Keefe, the Australian host who is cancelled for numerous crimes and terrible activities.
Oh, no.
My second favorite.
Colourful character, though, undeniably.
No dog. And the second one is that, but in a bad way, Mason. A bad dog.
Oh, no. That's the worst thing you can be.
And the second one
Besides
is...
a rat dog, which is what you are.
The second thing is in Deal or No Deal, you've got options.
Okay.
So you can go 50-50 on a case. You get like these little lifelines
Sounds
or
to
whatever.
me like you've watched a lot of Deal or
I
No
have.
Deal.
And one of them is Ask the Audience.
Okay.
Which is just like...
How would they know?
How would they know?
They don't know.
It's random.
It's worse than 50-50. It's amazing. So you would have watched a lot of Deal or No Deal because it would have been in the era when you were teaching, maybe?
Yeah, no, I was teaching, yeah.
But it would have been. But that's in an era where everything wasn't streaming.
I think it was just on.
Yeah,
because I think I was living with my parents like a lot around this time. Because I was a young man. And so it was, parents have the TV so loud. Go over there, it's so loud.
Yeah, I can hear it now.
And the radio's on. I've told you this, but then when I would go to other people's houses and I've fixed it now, I'm like, I'd sit in front of the TV and I'm like, I can't fucking hear this. Because I'm just used to it just like blaring over me, just blowing my hair back.
No deal.
Anyway, we got to keep moving.
All right.
We're nearly 25 minutes in.
Oh, we haven't really determined whether this is a great year for pop culture.
Grey's Anatomy.
Oh.
Hell's Kitchen. How Did I Meet Your Mother? The Office. American.
American
Number
Office.
3.
Well, that's on the list.
Number 3 years.
Number 3 years, yes, please.
Robot Chicken. Supernatural. Weds.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Weeds. Okay, right. Look, this is a better year for TV than movies, if you ask me.
I completely agree.
There's
So
a
It's
lot
Always Sunny?
Yeah, that's on there.
If that had have disappeared, I would have said probably not, because it wouldn't have got a chance to like change and
that would be
grow.
on whenever you see a blog post, but if it was gone and people would be like, this is the top 5 shows that you should probably check if you can
There's
find
shows
it.
that nobody's
It's pretty,
something.
pretty good. Nobody watched this, but it was a bit fun. It was a bit bloody.
And they're all dead now.
Yeah, bit off kilter. Yeah.
Do you want Blind Justice there?
No.
The Office.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Even though it's, it said its own stuff.
that's precisely why it is on the list, James.
That's right. Here's some UK shows.
Okay.
The Thick of It.
Oh, yes.
You gotta watch that. 8 out of 10 cats.
Oh, yes.
Here's one that should be on there.
8 out of 10 cats in the thick of it.
No. Doctor Who.
Doctor Whom.
Oh, Doctor Whomst. What do you think?
Yes.
The revival.
'Cause that was the Eccleston year, right?
That's
2005?
right.
Yeah.
What about Meerkat Manor?
Oh.
What about this one? Bring Your Husband to Heel. So this show featured a professional dog trainer,
Oh, no.
Annie Clayton, teaching women to use a dog training techniques to improve
Wow.
the behavior of their husbands.
Was this funded by a Tory politician or something?
The men participating in the
Was it funded by David Cameron?
How's this though?
Yes.
The men in the program had no idea that this was happening.
Oh, so just somebody was showing up to their house?
They thought it was about relationships. They didn't know they were being trained like a dog.
Okay. The rolled up newspaper didn't clue them in?
No, being
Interesting.
made to poop in a certain place in the backyard. Here's some Australian ones.
I thought you were going to say being made to poop in the toilet, like they didn't normally do that. In which case I would say, yeah, maybe bring this person in.
Agreed.
Actually, yeah.
What about the X Factor? Australian.
No.
What about Spicks and Specs?
Australian?
Yeah, that started.
That
and
did
it's still
start.
going. Or it started again.
Oh, they do the occasional special, I think.
Yeah, okay.
They might do like 1 or 2 a year. I'm
I'm not going to put it on there.
yeah,
For Australia, maybe.
Yeah.
For like panel game shows that
yeah.
are awful and go forever.
Friend
Like
of the
Randling.
Yeah, friend of the show, Josh Earl,
Yeah.
was the host of the revival that nobody watched. Well, actually, that's not true. More people watched the revival than watched the first season when it came out.
But they were like, not good enough.
Yeah, we're not going to let this build like we let it build originally.
Yeah.
So you're out.
Rockwiz also came out, which was
Rockwiz.
like the SBS version. Ready, Steady, Cook.
Sure.
Recently referenced in Auntie Donna's new show, Coffee
That's
Cafe. And this just makes me upset, right?
Here we go.
There's a show called The Adventures of Bottle Top Bill and His Best Friend Corky. And this is the kind of like shit I remember getting as a kid. It's just like, it's the Outback Adventure Koala. And it's like, hey man, can we have something like good or interesting or fun? Or it's like, it's a snake that's winning a running race. And it's like, what the fuck are we doing?
Can we have something that's relevant to my life, like an old shoe in a Carlton Alley that's addicted to meth or whatever? You know? You could call him Shoey. You know?
Doing a shoey is a different thing, Mason.
No, but he could do a shoey in the show.
He could do a shoey.
He could do a shoey in the showy.
But do you remember that as a kid?
Yes,
Just being like all
Blinky
these
Bill.
whimsical
The
fucking...
gumnut babies
Yeah,
or whatever.
exactly. All
The
this-
magic pudding, and it's like, this is Dinky Die, and it's all about, this is what kids need to learn. No, they don't. It's done.
We hate this.
We hate this. This is all bad and we hate it.
Give us Voltron or give us death.
That's right. I mean, what they should have, if they wanted to make Blinky Bill or whatever,
give him a crossbow.
I reckon maybe in the modern one they gave him a skateboard or something.
Definitely.
What they should have done is they should have done what Paw Patrol did, which is just go, they're just superheroes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, just whatever. What's trending right now? All right, Blinky Bill has 4 mates and they all have mechs and they combine into a giant Blinky Bill.
Exactly. But that would also make me mad because I'd also be like, make your own thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Anyways, the last one I got here is the Up Late Game Show.
Also, they would have done it and they would have stored all the mechs under Uluru. And
yeah, exactly.
You wouldn't be able to do that anymore.
Nope. So we got the Up Late Game Show.
Oh, with hot dogs.
Yeah, that's right, Mason.
I mean, speaking of another format that destroyed TV for a minute, because every station had one. Like, you'd come home from the pub or whatever.
You're like, I watch Letterman or something.
Yeah, and you'd switch over, and no matter what station you were on, it was somebody go, what would somebody have in their handbag? Call in.
Yep. And then they're like, we're not getting any calls. And people are just like calling again and again.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, it was basically gambling on TV. You could are we the only one who had this? I feel like the UK probably.
No, the UK had them as well. It was the UK import.
So it was a late night interactive television quiz show in Australia on Network 10, written and hosted by Big Brother Australia 2005 contestant. Here's his name because we argued about this recently. Simon Deering, commonly known by the nickname Hot Dogs.
Hot Dogs.
Okay, so I've got a few in there, Mason. I've got It's Always Sunny, Avatar, The Office, US, Doctor Who. Do you want to put in Up Late Game Show, Hot Dogs?
No, because that was a flash in a pan and we hated it.
Events, we've got so many here. Hurricane Katrina, 1,600 dead. Also, appalling response, if you recall correctly. Here's one I'd completely forgotten about, which, this is the state of media, Mason.
I'm just looking at Instagram. I'm trying to find Hot Dogs.
He's not on Instagram. I already checked. He's on LinkedIn and Facebook. Right. Yeah.
Dang it.
I already looked. He's a real estate dude.
Oh.
There was a Pakistani earthquake.
He's got real estate dude vibes, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he was before as well.
Right.
There was a Pakistani earthquake with a magnitude of 7.6, and it estimated that there were 70,000 people dead and more than 70,000 injured.
Wow.
Crikey.
All right.
YouTube. Here's something fun, I guess.
Switching to YouTube, all right.
It was created by Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Jawad Karim during February of 2005. The 3 creators all were former PayPal employees and came up with a concept to create a platform which would be easier to share videos on the internet or whatever.
Well, that's significant, I think.
I agree.
Considering we probably would not be here without YouTube.
That's right. We'd be dead. We'd be hosting the Hot Dogs Up Late Game Show.
Oh, my God. That's right. The Hot Dogs Memorial Up Late Game Show.
Oil prices rise due to war in the Middle East. London bombings. Remember, these 4 explosions rocked the transport network in London.
I do.
3 in the London Underground and 1 on a bus. Over 50 were dead, 200 injured. And then, unrelated to those last 2, George W. Bush has his 2nd term in office and Tony Blair has his 3rd.
That's terrific.
How's that happen?
I don't know. When did George Bush get that shoe thrown at him?
I don't know. I think it was probably before this. It was 2005.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Just 2 war criminals.
I love that.
Just alive and still happily retired.
Releasing books and such, probably, and art, little paintings and such.
Yep.
Great stuff.
Here's one. George W. Bush was at the G8 summit and he tells other leaders that he does not support legally binding reductions on carbon emissions. And that's all working out, isn't it?
That's going great.
Isn't it weird that there's like the weather isn't the weather crazy, but like I guess that's what is happening. And like, you know what I mean? There's like that real disconnect where like this terrible thing that only supposed to happen every 1,000 years happened again.
Yeah.
And then people are just like, I don't know.
I don't know, though. It's probably a coincidence.
Oh, God.
Broken clock's right twice a day, isn't it?
Yeah. So the U.S. Secretary of Defense, Donald Rumsfeld, refuses the United Nations Commission's access to inmates at Guantanamo Bay.
How much more politics stuff do you have here?
Couple more.
Okay.
This shit, we got to remember, Mason.
We got to remember it.
The UK Civil Partnership Act passes. There we go. So it was the rights and responsibilities identical to civil marriage. Should be as bloody miserable as us, am I right? Speaking of miserable.
2005, you got married then, you'd still married now, but you get less for murder.
That's very good. That's good.
18 years for murder.
Prince Charles marries Camilla Parker Bollingall.
He's still married, you get less for murder.
Yeah, he wouldn't. But if he did a murder,
he get less for murdering Princess Diana, which he did.
If he did a murder, he wouldn't go to jail, would he?
Oh, no, I reckon.
He'd have to
probably.
get caught, and he wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
He
Yeah,
wouldn't.
Yeah.
England's Prince Harry went to a costume party dressed as a Nazi.
I do remember
but
that.
now he's saying it's Prince William's fault. It was like, you should do this.
Ah.
You know? I don't know. I feel like I knew at the time not to dress as a Nazi.
Okay, sure.
We're about the same
In public.
age. In public, sure. I don't know. Yeah. that
Well,
guy.
it's all worked out for him because he and his wife got
$20 million from Spotify and made nothing.
They made nothing. Incredible.
That's
We could have
re-
made nothing.
That's really funny.
Yeah, that is pretty funny, honestly. Yeah.
Good on him. Fuck Spotify. Honest, but also I don't like them either.
No.
Like, let's be clear. On April 1st, 2005, Mason, you're going to love this.
Oh, here we go.
NASA pulled an April Fool's prank. I can barely read this, Mason, because I'm laughing so much.
I'm laughing already.
Telling the world that they had found water on Mars.
That was a prank.
Yeah. Like, it's not even, because you hear that, and as a bit of news, you'd go, okay.
Yeah, sure.
Like, if they were like, we found an ancient structure, then that would be like, wow, mind-blowing. But
Yeah,
that, to me, whether that's true or not, I don't care.
Is there water on Mars?
Who knows? Exactly. Who
Wow.
cares?
Wow, good work muddying the entire science of astrophysics or whatever, NASA. Thanks, idiots. Great
Lance.
job. This is why no one respects you, NASA.
Exactly. Lance Armstrong wins his 7th straight Tour de France.
Oh, my God, the skills and talent on that man. The dedication, the hard work.
Look, to be fair, like
Yeah.
the top 50 were juicing. They were juicing. And
he was just juicing the best.
Well, yeah, exactly. He still
called him
fucking
Lance
sucks.
Juice Strong.
He's awful.
Man's leg strong because
'cause
he's a cyclist.
Yeah, he like destroyed careers. Like if they were all juicing and he won, great, whatever. But he like destroyed people's livelihoods, you know.
Sure.
Dog. Civil unrest continues in Paris, the Paris suburbs. And the president Jacques Chirac, I remember that name.
I do remember Jacques Chirac.
Announced a national state of emergency. I just love that comes around every few years. Paris just fucking riots.
Yeah, that's right.
Dennis Rader, the BTK killer, he's charged with 10 counts of murder in Wichita. So do you remember how he got caught?
Oh, he had a
He
manifesto.
disappeared. He got away with it.
That's right, for years, and then he came back, and then he was like, "I got to spread my manifesto." And then I think a news outlet was like, "Well, you should send your manifesto on a disc to us." And he said, "If I send you that on a disc, can you figure out my location from on the disc?" And they said no, and he went, "Okay." And then they figured out his location from the disc.
He wiped a floppy disk and sent it, but there's still data on there.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's hilarious.
That's
You
right.
could have you couldn't just leave it alone, could you?
Yeah.
You had to
Yeah.
come out and brag.
Score one for the floppy disks.
I agree. New York City's Transport Workers Union goes on strike for 3 days, shutting down all New York subway and bus services. Relevant, Mason. One red paperclip. You familiar with this?
That's the guy, and he had a red paperclip. It was a big novelty paperclip, I think.
Yep.
And he traded it. He made a series of trades, and he ended up with a house.
Yep.
Yeah.
He did it over a year.
Yeah.
Time Persons of the Year was...
Was us? Was
I
it
looked,
us?
No, it wasn't that one. We already did that. I thought that paperclip thing was wrong. I'm like, this is a lie. And I
Okay.
looked into it, and apparently it's true.
Yeah, I mean, he had the advantage, I think, of like being the first person to ever do that.
Yeah.
Like there would have been thousands of people after that
Yeah.
being like, I reckon I can do this trade thing as well.
I could start with a car. Imagine what I can get from there.
Yeah.
I could own a bigger car.
Or a smaller car.
Oh my
or
God.
a worse car. I could swap with a guy thinking I'm getting a better deal on a car.
Yeah,
but
what if you
actually
did
I've
it
got a worse-
backwards? What if you're like, I'm starting with a house and I'm trading down to a paperclip?
Wow.
Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah.
Time Magazine's Person of the Year, Good Samaritans, represented by Bono.
Okay.
All right, I guess.
Because he put that album on everybody's iPhone.
He did, yeah.
That's probably why
it's
he
a
won
good
it.
cause. And Bill and Melinda Gates.
Oh, yeah.
2 fucks. Tom Cruise jumped on the
3.
couch. 3, yeah, you're right. Jumped on, you're including yourself in that.
Yes. And Bono, so 4.
Jumped on the couch on Oprah while expressing how much he loved Katie Holmes.
I remember that.
Yeah. Get your feet off the couch.
Dark years for Tom Cruise. As we mentioned on our regular
Yeah.
podcast recently, he's really backed up on the weirdness.
Yeah.
He's really backed up on like
He's
not-
just movies.
Yeah. He's not representing Scientology in any way. And I think the tactic is just be Mr. Movies, just be charismatic, just be an action man who does everything, and people will
Never
come to
answer
Scientology.
like a personal question.
Yeah.
He did an interview, was it one of the Nerdist ones?
Uh-huh.
And they were like, I can't remember who was there, like Matt Gawley or
Okay, right.
afterwards was like, yeah, it was weird because like he didn't say anything.
So was this recently?
It was like a couple years back.
Ah,
or
okay,
whatever.
right.
Yeah, like he spoke, but like he wasn't. It's like when you're like, what's a movie you've seen? He's like, I just love the experience of movies. I love the popcorn, I love the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's like, and then he's gone, and you're like, but he didn't name a movie.
That's right. And he didn't back his motorcycle up. A guy did it.
Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston broke up.
You know what? I just had that thought. I think that maybe that's one of the reasons he does all his stunts now, because that story got around that a Scientology guy reverses his motorcycle for him.
He was doing some of that already, wasn't he?
Maybe. I don't know. But I think maybe one of the reasons he's really ramped it up is because people are like, yeah, but he doesn't back up his own motorcycle, does he?
This is fun. 2 fun ones to end on.
Okay, great.
In 2005, McDonald's had an ad campaign saying, I'd hit it, about a double cheeseburger.
Okay.
Not knowing the slang meant that they wanted to have sex with the cheeseburger. Love that.
Wow. Our friend Alistair...
Maybe that's what they meant, though.
That probably. Our friend Alistair Tremblay-Birchall recently tweeted something similar. I'm going to find it.
Okay, cool. A woman... This is great. Actually, shall I let you do this first
Yes,
before I read
please.
the next one? I'm just looking at what's relevant here.
I know he's
though.
written... Alistair has written, if you were going to make out with a Big Mac, would you put your tongue in between the layers or make a hole in the top?
I hate that.
Yeah, right? But it's the first one.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise couch, is that relevant?
Yeah, I think so.
Anything else? Like pop culturally, right? Prince Harry dressed as a Nazi.
No, none of
George
these.
Bush just bad.
I mean, Prince Harry dressing as a Nazi is a thing we remember, but it hasn't.
Yeah, it's not. I think it's just the couch thing.
Yeah.
Just in terms of pop culture, Mason.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how about this? A woman falsely claimed she'd found a finger in her food at Wendy's. The fast food chain suffered an estimated 21 million in lost business. She later revealed she cooked the finger at her home and then drove it to a Wendy's restaurant where she dropped it into her food.
Wait, whose finger was it?
That's a great question.
Does
I
it
don't
say?
know. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Food found in Wendy's. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Wendy's chili finger lady comes clean.
Oh.
She could only keep quiet for so long. Served a finger to a co-worker who lost it in an industrial. A husband got the severed finger from a work co-worker who lost it in an industrial accident.
Oh.
It's weird they never put that together, though.
Yeah. Amazing.
Amazing. So, just the Tom Cruise thing. Music, Mason, what do you got?
Okay, here's the top 14, James.
Whoa!
And you're going to love every single one of these, and every single person involved is your hero.
I deny
Would you
it.
agree? Would you agree with that?
One of them's going to be R. Kelly, isn't it?
It's pretty close.
Michael Jackson, R. Kelly.
Oh, some of the greatest.
The dog's here.
The dog's here. Hello, Ollie. Look
The
at you go.
the dog is a hero.
All right. Also, let me tell you how many of these. Let me ask you how many of these you recognise as I go through. Okay. Number one, We Belong Together by Mariah Carey.
We belong to him. No,
Yeah, that's no.
I don't know it. I don't know it.
You and I belong together.
Blah, blah, blah,
you
blah.
and I forever and ever. Neighbours theme song. Holla Back Girl by Gwen Stefani.
Sure.
Oh by Kiara featuring Ludacris.
Oh! I don't know it.
No, I don't know it either. Candy Shop by 50 Cent.
Oh, yeah?
Don't Funk With My Heart by the Black Eyed Peas. Don't funk with my heart. Yeah,
That's a bad song.
it's a bad song. It's a bad era for the Black Eyed Peas. When was Don't Get It Started? Probably before that. Number 6, Since You've Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson. Because I believe that was the year she won...
Australian Idol.
Yeah, she won Australian Idol that year, which I think... No, wait, American Idol that year winner was Carrie Underwood.
Oh, yeah.
So she would have been the previous year.
Sure.
Let's see. 7, Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day.
Green Day.
Green Day.
Yeah.
Was that American Idiot?
Yes.
Yes, so that became a musical. I think that's
Did.
great.
And that, yeah, it's really changed minds.
Number 8, Switch by Will Smith.
Turn it over and switch.
Nice.
Now turn it back and switch. Now have a look at that switch. Is that supposed to be on or off? What was it when we came in the room?
Oh, there's another switch over there and they're linked. So that'll be off, but then it's on. Don't like it. Number 9, Lonely by Akon.
I'm so lonely. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I'm so lonely.
I think that's what it is.
Ooh.
Well, that's definitely Akon. Number 10, Gold Digger by Kanye West and Jamie Foxx.
I won't be singing that one, Mason.
Whoa.
Because it's rude.
You'll say,
And
she
he's a
ain't messing
nut.
with no brokes.
and he's a Nazi.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he was a Nazi now. Jamie Foxx, though, remains great.
Yeah.
Number 11, Incomplete by the Backstreet Boys. Don't remember it.
Incomplete.
Everybody's incomplete. They had early success, and they just replicated. They just slotted new lyrics in all their old songs.
Streets back.
Incomplete. Number 12, Drop It Like It's Hot by Snoop Dogg and Pharrell. Number 13, Inside Your Heaven by Carrie Underwood.
I'm inside your heaven. I'm putting my feet on all the furniture.
That's right.
Like Tom Cruise.
I took the plastic off your couch in heaven because that's your It's your ideal couch is one covered in play. Anyway, and number 14, your favourite, Run It by Chris Brown.
He's bad, Mason.
He's bad.
And not in jail.
Yeah, that's true. Other notable things, Destiny's Child disbanded in 2005.
Good.
Guitar Hero was announced in 2005.
Never got into
which
it.
quickly became a craze. So you were on the outside
I've
of that
always
one.
hated Guitar Hero.
Wow.
I get that people like it, but I've always hated it. What's next, Mason?
That's a great question.
Any of those relevant?
Not really. Blink-182 announced they were going on an indefinite hiatus.
Good.
They're back.
They're back.
They are back.
Mark Hoppus, Travis Barker.
That's right.
Third guy. Tom
DeLonge. And the other drummer.
The other guy who left.
originally,
Yeah, I saw them in like 2000.
Did you?
99, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What era was that?
Rod Laver. It would have been Take Off Your Pants and Jacket live album.
Oh, okay. So that a lot of the old hits would have been there.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't nothing. That wasn't just that
Cheshire
this is
Cat.
growing up.
No, it
do,
wasn't.
do. It was more
It
than
was
that.
all the small things and whatever.
Yeah, right. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So I would say music-wise,
Music we know.
some music we know.
But I wouldn't say any of that is like.
No.
Yeah.
I would say relevancy, bugger all.
Yep.
Bad year for music.
Should we?
Just write bad year for music.
Is it though?
I mean, what's the most enduring hit? I guess it's Gold Digger.
Yeah. Or like Green Day.
Uh
Like American Idiot is like people know it's like a rock.
That's
opera.
true. I mean, that's that is a Triple M staple in Australia.
Yeah, that's right.
So they're all songs that, like, if you were making a movie set in 2005, you put the songs in. And people go,
I know them,
Yeah.
most of them, but it's only because I was like going out
That's true,
to
yeah.
things then.
Yeah.
I was a young man.
You know we belong together.
All right, I'll just write bad year for music.
Bad year for music.
Which doesn't make sense for.
Right,
like pop
bad
culture.
year for music, all turds. Chris Brown, etc.
I'm not going to put Chris Brown in this document.
Okay, fine. Oh, you think the cops will find it?
I wanna write his name
We're
down."
arresting you. We can't arrest Chris Brown, but we'll arrest
But
you
it
for
says he's a
mentioning-
turd. Books, Mason.
Okay.
Biggest books of the year. Harry Potter
The
and the
Bible.
Half. Yeah.
War and Peace. That's
Whoa,
a big book,
that's
isn't
a big
it?
book. The phone book. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. This was when I started to read Harry Potters as they came out.
Yep.
And I remember reading that one and not liking it.
Oh, James, I've got some more songs here. If I can
Okay, all right.
give you a few
So
more.
another Akon song.
There might be. My Humps by the Black Eyed Peas.
Dreadful
That was
song.
also there.
Oh.
Don't Ya, the Pussycat Dolls featuring
yeah.
Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Holiday by Green Day. It's another Green Day in
Green
there.
Day classic.
Run It, Chris Brown.
Run it. Just run it. Run it.
Yeah. Rich Girl, the Gwen Stefani
yeah.
version of that.
Yeah, okay.
Axel F. Crazy Frog. I think you're going to have to put Axel F.
That's
Crazy
in there. It's in there, Mason. It is.
That's right.
Kids know it.
Kids know it. That's right. Gasolina by Daddy Yankee.
I hate that
Oh,
song.
I wish I'd found this list first. My God. Have a Nice Day by Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
By John Bon Jovi.
That one where they're like, let's try and do It's My Life again.
Have a nice day.
I remember the film clip because they're like young people are going around town putting
Yeah.
Have a Nice Day stickers on things. They're like, ooh,
Yeah.
we're Edge and Underground.
Yeah.
And it's like, Bon Jovi,
Yeah.
look, we love you, but you're hair metal from the 80s.
If anybody tried that these days, putting Have a Nice Day stickers on it, they'd be killed with hammers.
Good.
Yeah, in the street. Sitting, Waiting, Wishing by Jack Johnson.
Wow, that's a good album. It's very chill.
It is very chill.
Yeah.
Don't Lie by the Black Eyed Peas.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know. What an era of just number one hits of just the worst dreck imaginable. I've said that before they hit it big, the Black Eyed Peas had two albums which
Yeah.
were quite good. And then then Fergie got involved. And I'm not saying Fergie ruined it.
No, I don't think it was her. I think it was just that the changed, right? The
Yeah.
dynamic of the band changed.
The dynamic of the band changed. And also, I think will.i.am, who was like the producer of that band, like
Yeah.
the main guy, I think he figured out how to make a surefire, bona fide hit.
Yeah.
And I think like it seems to be like they went, these are going to be annoying, but they're going to be hits. So. Oh, James. Yeah. I've lost. Oh, Mr. Brightside, The Killers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's got to be in there, I think.
Is it?
Yes, that's been a hit for like more than 15 years.
All
that
right.
still charts, that song.
All right. So I've got here Bad Year for Music, All Turds, plus Mr. Brightside and Axel F. Crazy Frog.
That's right. Yep. Yeah.
What are you doing?
I
What are you
don't
doing
know.
to me? What's next? Well, I am loving this though.
Okay. Well, there's also Feel Good Inc. by Gorillaz, Beverly Hills by Weezer, Scars by Papa Roach.
Tear my heart open, I sold my stuff.
Exactly.
The weakness is that
Ass
I
Like
care
That.
too
Ass
much.
Like That by Eminem.
My ass is like that.
My ass is like that.
I wish it was like this. But it's like that.
He's just describing his ass.
You know, it's got like a line down the middle.
Yeah. I wish I didn't have it. And I'm rich, so I can get that. I can make that happen.
I'm going to make it go horizontal.
That's right.
What do you think?
Yeah. I'm Eminem.
I'm M&M's.
Okay, I'll just get to the bottom of here.
What else, Mason?
That's it. That's all the songs.
Wow.
Yeah. That's all the songs. But I think I'm glad we pushed through there.
Yeah, that
because
was really great.
We got all the great songs.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
So I just got a kinder enrollment email. I'm like, oh, I haven't done this yet. Oh, God. Brawler. I don't even think they sent me the first email. They're talking about final reminders.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes somebody will send you that, this is your final reminder for your electricity. And it's like, I didn't get it first. Settle down.
Yeah.
Also, I'm never paying it.
Come and get it.
Come and get. Here's the cow. I sent him a photo of like a pile of cash on my couch. I'm like, come and get it. Come and get it, but I've got a fully charged cattle prod.
All right, what do we got here, Mason? They haven't sent it to me. I've just got these statements and shit.
Wow, that's embarrassing for them and you.
I'm going to go and fight someone.
You should. You want to borrow my cattle prod?
Yes, please. Well, what are you going to do if they come around asking for money?
I've got a lot of cattle prods.
Okay, all right, good. Well, I'll take the best one.
Okay.
Yeah. What are we up to, Mason?
Well, we've done music and
Books. So Harry Potter, Half-Blood Prince.
Yeah.
Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Oh, yes.
The Book Thief. I've read that one.
That sounds like a bad year for books.
Whoa, very good. The Lightning Thief.
Bad year for lightning?
Yeah, that's Percy Jackson's, etc.
Oh, yeah.
A Feast of Crows.
What's that again?
That's the GOT boys.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. Twilight. That's going in.
Okay, all right.
All right. No Country for Old Men.
The book.
Yeah. Freakonomics. You know when people are
I read
like
Freakonomics.
You're
yeah.
like, you know, it's
Turned out it was all flawed.
all wrong or
All the research was like big leaps in logic.
yeah, but it, makes you
And they're
think.
probably race scientists now or something.
I hope so. Anti-vaxxers and race scientists. That's where you go. Comic characters though, it's slim pickings. There's a lot of look, the Absorbing Man, but it's like the 8th Absorbing Man or whatever. Right. But here we go. Kate Bishop.
It's the Zorba Man.
Zorba Man. Kate Bishop.
Okay, new Hawkeye. Great, love that.
Aldrich Killian.
Okay. I mean,
yeah.
It was in Iron Man 3, but the comic book version was on 2 pages.
Exactly. Wiccan.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Shuri. Jason Todd, Red Hood.
Okay,
Jason
these
Todd
are
was
all.
already a character. What do you reckon? Kate Bishop, I guess?
Yep.
I guess.
Look, I think pretty much
I think Shuri and...
I think those are relevant. Shuri's relevant because,
So I'm saying I reckon it's Kate Bishop, Shuri and Jason Todd. But not Wiccan or Aldrich Killian.
Okay, yep. Good.
Or Killian Murphy. Toys.
Okay.
The Webkins plush animals.
No.
Barbie as Harley Quinn. Lindsay Lohan, Hilary Duff, Destiny's Child, and Raven Simone dolls.
No, none of those.
None of those dolls?
No, where's a novelty? Where's this era's Etch-a-Sketch?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
There isn't one. But here we go. This is big though. Video gaming. Resident Evil 4.
That's the big one, baby. Is that the one where they switched to third person?
Yes. And they made it recently. Remade it. Shadow of Colossus. Love that game. Psychonauts. The Warriors. King Kong. Lego Star Wars. I reckon Lego Star Wars.
Yeah, okay.
Then they started making
so that's the first Lego Star Wars
game, yeah.
Yeah, well then, I mean, that's an entire industry unto itself now.
Exactly.
So yes.
Ultimate Spider-Man. Good game. Prince of Persia, The Two Thrones. Good game.
Okay.
But not the first of their kind.
That was the Sands of Time as the first one, right?
Yeah, and then it was Two Thrones, and then it was...
Three Thrones.
3 Thrones.
And 4 Thrones.
That's right.
Yeah.
God of War?
Original God of War?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Good game. Probably. Star Wars Battlefront 2. That was big.
Yep, big.
Put that in?
Yeah.
Is it just because we remember these?
Nope.
Because I had some of these? Path of Neo.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Big game.
Big game. Helped keep the Matrix relevant for a bit longer, but I mean, not really.
Not really, no. What about this Batman Begin games?
No, those were bad.
What about Hulk Ultimate Destruction?
That was a good game.
What about Mario Kart DS?
I don't know. I don't know.
What about to Yakuza?
I don't know.
What about, well, that's still going. Yakuza's
Oh, yeah,
still
no, that's
big.
true. You're absolutely right, yeah.
Put that in.
Yeah.
What about 50 Cent Bulletproof?
Yeah, no.
No?
No.
All right.
What about the Black Eyed Peas game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Don't funk with this game.
Don't
Because
funk.
it's bad.
Don't funk on this game. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Here's deaths, Mason.
Okay.
Mitch Hedberg,
Oh, yeah, very sad.
comedian. Hunter S. Thompson.
Very sad.
Didn't know he lived that long, honestly. Jonathan Carson.
Oh, Mr. Johnny Carson. Okay. Oh, these are okay.
Robert Denver.
Oh, yeah, Bob Denver. Okay, so what
Denver
are you doing there?
from,
What you're doing, James, is you're softening the blow of the deaths of these legends
you have to think about
by
it.
saying their names in a funny way.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful.
Dick Pryor.
Not Dick Pryor. Not Dickie Pryor.
Richard Pryor, obviously. For people that don't know. James Doohan.
Scotty.
Vincent Schiavelli. Schiavelli? He's from Ghost. He's the guy in the underground, and he's got like the long drawn face.
Oh, right.
Remember that guy? He's
Yeah,
like a famous character actor. He's one that you'll love. Pope John Paul II died.
I do love that he died.
And me too.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. In terms of births.
That's cool, Magoo.
No, great. In terms of births, I just wrote, I don't know, famous 17, 18-year-olds.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
looked at the list and I'm like, I don't know any of these.
Disney Channel types.
Not
TikTokers.
even. No, it's like TikTok and shit. Yeah.
All right,
Which
yeah,
is
no.
like, I'm not saying there won't be people who become mega famous superstars, Mason. But at the moment, that is just not my
That's
world.
right.
All right, let's.
When was Mr. Beast born?
Mr. Beast?
We'll have to wait until.
The year that he was. Well, he's 23, maybe.
Okay.
Let me
The year
check.
2000.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mr. Beast. How old is he? It's 25. So
Okay.
98. Yeah. There we go. And he's ripped now.
Yeah.
He'll come and get ya.
I don't think he will.
All right. We got that cattle prod.
That's
So,
right.
Here, this is what we got. 2005. Batman Begins, It's Always Sunny, Avatar The Last Airbender, The Office US, Doctor Who, YouTube, Tom Cruise Couch, Bad Year for All Music, Bad News for Music, All Turds, plus Mr. Brightside and Axel F. Crazy Frog, Twilight, Kate Bishop, Shuri, Jason Todd, Resident Evil 4, Lego Star Wars, God of War, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Yakuza.
Okay. Here's the thing.
YouTube's in there.
YouTube is in there. So it brings it way towards the top there.
Yeah.
Like maybe
If it was just YouTube and nothing else, this would still be a
this
big
would be
one.
right at the top. Like movies not great, TV fine.
Yep.
Music all bad, all turds. Just a big year of turds. Just a bit. Just that.
But we remember it.
You know that machine at Tasmania at the art gallery that pumps out turds. or
Oh,
whatever?
okay. I thought you were winding like an old-timey like Gatling gun, but it's shooting turds.
Turds? I could also
It's not
be
even
doing
shooting
that.
them. They're just going,
Just falling down. Yeah. I've set up
just
a
making a pile.
I've set up a bucket, but the bucket's nearly full of turds. And that represents 2005 in music. But you're absolutely right. YouTube, because so much stuff. Like
Yeah.
there's a universe of stuff on YouTube now.
Yes.
And it's all bad,
Yep.
but some of it is good.
It's all good.
It's all good. So how does
And I think also in terms of like influence and reach and how it's changed, like
Hmm. Yeah.
social media and video platforms and all of that. So
Yeah.
is this like a high 80s or low 90s?
I reckon it's at least low 90s, yeah.
Should we give it a 90?
Let's give it a 90.
Let's see if there's a 90 on here.
Okay.
Do you want me to compare?
Yeah,
Let's find a high one. So
Okay.
last time we did 92 and that had Wayne's World, Aladdin, Batman Returns, X-Men the Animated Series, Batman the Animated Series, First SMS, Doug Mulray, Sir Mix-a-Lot, November Raid, Snow Crash, Death of Superman, Spawn, Spider-Man 2099, Sonic 2, Super Mario Kart, Mortal Kombat, Batman Returns on the Atari Lynx, and that was an 87.
See, here's the thing. All of those individually, I think, are very relevant.
Yeah,
Like
but none of them are YouTube.
none of them are YouTube.
Yeah.
I think YouTube beats all of those somehow.
Together, I agree.
Together, yeah.
So that was a high one. Let me try and find another high one. It's the one we got in the 90s, 85. No, I want a higher one. 93 was Jurassic Park, Schindler's List, Beavis and Butthead, The X-Files, Conan, Jon Stewart, Letterman, Ship to Shore, McDonald's Supersize, FIFA International Soccer, X-Wing, X-Wing, I Will Always Love You, Bane, Superman Family, Brackets New, Power Rangers, Doom. That was an 87. But is there anything higher? Is this our highest one? 92. Here we go.
Is this the
This
year
is
the Matrix
no,
came out?
this is 2006,
Okay,
which was
right.
the year after this.
Oh,
Twitter and Facebook rule in the world. Casino Royale, Mon versus Wild. America's Got Talent, 30 Rock, Sexy Back, Dick Cheney shot his dumb coward mate.
so apologize to him.
Yeah, Civil
That's
War.
pretty good.
Civil War and the Boys. Gears of War and Steve Irwin Death. That was a 92.
I think it might be a 93.
But this is Twitter and Facebook
Yeah.
together. So
That's
I don't
true.
know if it is stronger than Twitter and Facebook.
That's true. You're probably right. We can always reshuffle them later.
But we don't.
We don't. We never would. We could, but we won't. Maybe we'll do a big reshuffle episode.
I think we might, yeah.
But yeah.
I think this will run its course before we do all of the years anyway.
Right.
So our last episode will just be like, let's just go through everything.
Okay, right.
And figure this out.
All right.
So do you want to say 90 then?
Let's say 90, yeah.
All right, okay.
Let's give it a big 90.
Not 91?
No.
Okay. Wow, all right.
Because maybe there'll be another social media platform that ruins the world.
Yeah, Threads.
Yeah, Threads won't do it. Threads will definitely do it.
All right, here we go. And we always like to, we say this. No, 2005.
Hot stuff.
Just because of YouTube, though.
Yeah, hot
All
stuff.
the music was turds.
Yeah, well, everything was to everything else. But I mean, look, you probably wouldn't want to be alive then if I was going out to the club, James, and just listening to turds.
Well, I was, and that's what I was doing.
Yeah, well, I was
Mason.
looking at YouTube.
I was going to Metro. I was going to the depot in Richmond.
Oh, my God. Yes, please. Oh, the depot, just a pub that had a cover charge for some reason.
Absolutely. Ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, everyone.
All right, bye.